And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
We might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. And this defense goes back-to-back sack jack. And the Cardinals will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So Georgia Tech's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And onto the field comes Malachi Hosley. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns it. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in a phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Lets it fly. With the catch, it's Addison. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Looking for space, it's Hosley. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The pull and throw off the RPO. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. It's 3rd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. On the option. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. The Yellow Jackets will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Looking to fire. He rifles one deep down the right side. capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
He'll send the tight end in motion. Using his legs, it's Hosley. Makes it past the marker. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time, they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Finds his man. It's Hughes.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Again, it's Brown. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. They get the completion, but it won't be nearly enough as the defense is there to stop him short.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Offense working from the pistol. Using his legs, it's Hosley. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Following the play, there is a Yellow Jacket who is shaken up. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Setting up the screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Rumbles across the 10, down at the 12-yard line after a pickup of 6.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's see how these two guys are doing so far. see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. They'll mark him down at the 17, and that'll be enough to move the chains. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. A give to Brown. Picks up the first down. Could be an alley. Past the 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he added the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they put the points up with that 79-yard run to the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. The run inside. It's Alexander. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football.
Might have a chance. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. It won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Motion from the wideout. They'll run the counter. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Might as well stick with him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. On the run, it's Alexander. Stop just inside the 30 and the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. And the Yellow Jackets kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Fires left. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running inside. It's Powell. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, first and goal.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it. It's Alexander. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Foley. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They'll give it to Isaac Brown. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. That gives him 54 yards rushing and getting ever closer to that 1,200-yard mark. To the air on first down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air. It's Mendoza. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here comes the heat. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the touchdown Cardinals. The defense putting points on the board. That defender on the return.
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do.
Turning it on! And he's finally stopped. A huge pickup on the play, and what a way to carry things into the 2-minute timeout. Now on first down. the 43-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3. On the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The give on the option. Here's a little room there. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Great job by the back on the option.
Well, this dude's day just keeps getting better and better. Of course, we've already seen him score once, David, and after that run now, this guy's already eclipsed 100 yards. That's his 2nd touchdown. We're not even done the first half yet.
Yeah, the stats continue to pile up. A big day is approaching, and they've had no answers of stopping it. So if I'm the offense, I don't have to overthink this. Like, keep giving it to him. He'll keep making plays, and they'll keep putting points on the scoreboard.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wants to throw on 1st down. Escapes the pressure going right. With the catch, it's Foley. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting into the big fella at tight end.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is great sudden change defense right now. Of course, this drive started with their backs against the wall. They've now forced 2 straight incompletions. If they can make one more big play here and avoid giving up a touchdown, man, that is a win.
To the air, it's Mendoza. He'll take a shot. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man. It's McCoy. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Oh, they're after him. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
The give to the single back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Nice move there. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. These injuries could play a big factor, Holly. What have you got on those?
Checking in with Georgia Tech's head coach at halftime. Their running back has been terrific, playing well so far in this game, but he is taking a lot of hits. He's had to absorb a lot of contact, running yards after contact, but they're going to keep their eye on him and see if he can power through all the hits, bumps, and bruises he's taken here in the first half. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll try the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Powell. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Off play action. of heat. He sacked this defense all over him.
And this offense has done such a good job protecting their dude at quarterback, but the defense finally gets home. Listen, that's their third sack in 2 weeks. They got to do a better job applying pressure on the quarterback.
The kick is on its way. Catches it cleanly at the 20. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Nice move to keep running. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. He now has 63 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season. Past the 40. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Cardinals, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The give, running right, Brown. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Handoff, Isaac Brown. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Brown has it. Hard running there. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field with the run game.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. And they take it in for 6 more points.
I mean, they didn't reinvent football on this drive. That was really impressive watching them just go down the field methodically, running the football a bunch, and finally punching it in. David, we saw the turnovers throwing the ball in the first half. They decided just to come out here in the second half now and just get back to the basics, and it really paid off for them.
I'm about to say, it's more of a necessity, right? Like this offense wasn't really good through the air. What do they do best? Pound the football. And it's not like we're not getting movement up front. This offensive line is doing a good job. And if they want to get back in this football game, you've got to like the start right here in this second half. Like early in the second half, showing that you are physical and that you can still run the football even though you're trained.
Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the Georgia Tech sideline, this has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now, see if they can continue to get some momentum. But keep in mind, they also want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Back to you.
All right, Holly.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit.
Number 63, on to kick it away.
He'll take it on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing that
Breaks into the open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
First down, right back to Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds a man on the left. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. Handoff for Brown. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Give to Brown. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Whistle blows to stop the clock as they check on an injured Cardinal on the play. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to get the first through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
The Cardinals come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Powell. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Ready. Blue 22. Blue 20.
Looking to throw on first down. On target. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And now on second down for this offense. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. On the option. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Playing the option meant consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Mendoza. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, third and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield, man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
No, he's going to field this right in front of his own end zone. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Hey guys, down here on the Louisville sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Brown again. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. What a grab with one hand.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Brown. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. That's reeled in, it's Davis. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains. And the Cardinals, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Running inside, it's Davis. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Right back to it. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Cardinals go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davis. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And this defense doing a really good job with situational football. Both drives. Last drive gave up some yards, 0 points. This drive forcing a 3rd and long. You bring on the pass rushers. You get after them in a predictable situation.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds a man in the middle. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
The corners are walked up tight. The run inside. It's Addison. Maybe some room here. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number 1. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
This time it's complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Catch in the middle, it's Foley.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Now the play fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy. Fires deep toward the end zone. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Got room on the return. He's out of bounds.